The G20 Anti-Corruption Working Group is confident they will agree on all four priorities. The working group is important in the global fight against corruption, addressing issues that transcend borders and impact nations worldwide. The third G20 Anti-Corruption Working Meeting will be held at the Kruger National Park in Mpumalanga for the next 3 days. Now, the meeting will be co-chaired by Advocate Mothibi, the head of the Special Investigating Unit in South Africa, and Marcelo Pontes, Vianna, Secretary for Private Sector Integrity, Office of the Comptroller General of Brazil. Our reporter Dumelo Machojo has more for us.
The third and the final anti-corruption working group meeting is currently underway here at the Kruger National Park, where organizations that are dealing with anti-corruption in various countries are meeting here until Wednesday, to discuss issues that they can do to tackle corruption. There are four priorities that have already been set aside, also with deliverance. But let's now speak more to Advocate Mothibi, just to talk to us about, since the meeting started this morning, that day, yes, what have been discussed, especially when it comes to those five priorities that have already been discussed and the deliverance that you have already set out.
No, thank you very much for the opportunity once more. We are really at the finish line, where the documents that we have been negotiating and consulting on throughout our presidency and the chair of Anti-Corruption Working Group, these documents need to be finalized. This morning we submitted about 4 documents relating to strengthening the public service, the integrity of the public service. We submitted these are the compendiums on the inclusion of state and non-state parties in the fight against corruption. That compendium was submitted. We also submitted the technical report on enhancing asset recovery mechanism, which we are really pleased that it also, got accepted. There were just few comments from Italy and from the UK, but those comments are also just to enhance the documents. We have given them the next 24 hours so that they can submit, and then we can improve the documents. We aim to submit these documents on Thursday, because the technical team meets until Wednesday, and then on the 30th the ministers come from all these countries that are here. So at the ministers meeting we'll be submitting these documents now for adoption, right? So we are really pleased, and once they are adopted they become formal G20 documents upon which all of us can build on, implement on, and benchmark on. So we're really pleased about that. Now, before we broke now for lunch, we even gave other international organizations now the opportunity to comment and make sort of supporting statements. We had presentations from IMF, from the United Nations Office on Drugs and Crime, UNODC, UNDP. We've got organizations like the International Association of Anti-Corruption Authorities, represented by the Commissioner of the Hong Kong Anti-Corruption Authority. He is also the president of the association. And we as South Africa, particularly SIU, we are the vice president of the IACA, but coordinating Africa, one of the vice presidents. We also had the presentation from IMF and from the International Anti-Corruption Court Initiative. It's led by Judge Goldstone, that you may know. He was formerly the prosecutor of the International Criminal Court. It's an initiative that is still at an early stage. He was presenting today on how is it that it will really facilitate and ensure consequence management internationally on those who perpetrate acts of corruption. So we are at the stage now where we are really pleased that the documents have gone through. After lunch, we will be having what we call a side event. Remember, one of the focus areas is about the enhancement of the mechanisms to protect whistleblowers, which are it's a very, very critical aspect of the fight against corruption. It's been topical. We've heard the cries of various civil society around governments across the world to improve on measures to protect whistleblowers. So there will be a side event, and various organizations and experts have been invited. We'll be sharing ideas, we'll be sharing views, so that we can now consolidate on the concept note that we have, and then it becomes, one of the outcomes of this anti-corruption working group. We look really forward in ensuring that we can come out of here, amongst others, indicate to the whistleblowers that we are working hard to ensure that as they come out to report acts of corruption, they can do so, knowing that if they are threatened, the protection mechanisms are in place.